Okay, so here's the natural laws and how we can keep a client for life. Please give it up for Bruce Branko. Again, 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Natural laws. Natural laws are pretty exciting. Natural laws are all around us all the time, in business and in life. You know, Darwin came up with all natural laws and theories, and Mark Boersma came up with a bunch of natural laws or pointed them out to us, and they're very exciting. And what you really need to understand is that fighting natural laws takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of emotion, and it drains you. So you're better off identifying natural laws and working with them. So you can work with people, and one of the natural laws would be, everybody likes to be paid attention to. Everybody likes to be talked to, and wants to feel needed, and wants to feel like they're helpful in some way or another. All the personalities feel that way, and so if you can relate to the people that you're talking to and that you're selling products to, then you're much more apt to keep them as a client for life. How are you going to keep, someone that you don't like and that you don't care about? You probably aren't going to keep them as a client for life. They're going to find somebody else that does relate to them and that does want to, have a conversation with aside from business, and can relate on all of those different levels. That's about all I had for you today.
So, if you could just repeat that again. You got to like them, and you got to care about them. So it goes back to personality mastery and showing them in a way that they feel liked and cared about.
And how do most people feel liked and cared about? When you listen to what they say. When your actions show that you listen to what they say.
So you ask them the question, they tell you in response what they want, and then you act on that. And that's going to show them that you care.
When you follow up, when you follow through on what you say that you're going to do and what they have asked you to do, then that is building that relationship to the client for life level.
So it's really a series of questions, of actions, done repeatedly in a way that the client feels cared for and loved.
Absolutely. So it goes back to what we were saying earlier. The questions. What are those basic questions? What is it that you really need? What is it that you really want to get out of your business, out of your relationship?
So we might.
What do you want out of life?
So those are good questions. So we might think we're taking care of a client. We might think, or we might feel like we're doing a good job for them. But if we're not asking the questions, we're not going to know.
Exactly.
So if we're not asking the questions, are we really taking care of our clients? Are we really actually building a client for life? Are we really helping them feel like that we really care about them?
If we're not contacting our clients, if we're not staying in front of them,
asking the questions,
either through email or direct mail or phone calls or lunches, some way to actually stay in touch with your clients and the prospects as well. They don't know that you care about them if you don't contact them, if you never say anything to them. They're not, telepathically, they're not connecting with you. Okay. So how else are they going to know?
It's a good question. Mark?
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So how do you put that into a system?
How do you put that into a system? Well, you take advantage of an EVA because they already have systems developed. All they need is your data.
So how does an EVA do the warm belly rub, do the potato chip story, principle? How does an EVA do that kind of stuff for you? I mean, do they take your clients out?
If you talk to your EVA about what it is that your clients have told you, and you get testimonies from your clients, and you forward those testimonies onto your EVA, they can help you mold that into an email or a direct mail piece. They can help you with scripting.
So can they actually ask those kind of questions? I mean, can they actually build the
Sure.
relationship almost on your behalf?
They can initiate a relationship. They can give clients or prospects an idea of what it is you're all about.
Okay, so can they develop and maintain that relationship? Like when I'm off, over in India, can my EVAs be caring for my clients as good or better than what I would?
As long as they've been privy to the conversations and to the information that's been sent back and forth, then they would definitely have that ability.
So probably one of the best resources I've seen is the Harvey McKay's Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive, the McKay 66. And it's 66 questions that you ask clients, and it was talking about what Mark was saying. What's your favorite restaurant? These questions seem so personal. You'd be like, I could never ask my clients those questions, but he did. He owned an envelope company, a printing company, and so that might be a resource that people might want to use, and the EVAs might want to use as well.
McKay 66, How to Swim with the Sharks Without Getting Eaten Alive. Didn't that come out in the 80s?
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
You sent out the list.
He's
Yes.
had 2 or 3 other books since then.
Yes.
I don't recall the names of them offhand, but
If you've been eaten by a shark, then, get out of the shark as quickly as you can.
yeah,
Is that the follow-up book?
how to cut your way out.
How to cut your way out of a shark that you've been eating. Give it up for Bruce, ladies and gentlemen.